Esteemed seekers of truth and transformation, welcome to this illuminating exploration of one of the most revolutionary concepts proposed by the visionary mystic, Neville Goddard. He awakens in me. Today, we will delve into the depths of the symbolism of birth and resurrection, unraveling how these events not only symbolize spiritual awakenings but also manifest the divine power within us. Goddard challenges us with a bold proclamation: Christ, symbolized by the Lord Jesus Christ, is crucified within each of us. But what does this truly mean? How can this internal crucifixion and resurrection transform our lives and awaken us to our divine nature? Allow me to share a personal experience that illustrates the transformative power of this concept. In 1946, I experienced an elevation upon hearing a heavenly choir singing praises for my triumph over death. I felt like a fiery being inhabiting an ethereal body. This body shone with such intense luminosity that no earthly substance could compare. It wasn't light, but radiated pure light. It didn't need external light, like the sun, moon, or stars, for it radiated its own light. My vision extended far, and as I traversed a sea of human imperfections, everything transformed into perfection. The empty eyes of the blind filled, the lame walked, all imaginable deficiencies disappeared as I advanced, accompanied by the heavenly choir singing my praises and calling me by name. When perfection was achieved, the choir sang "It is finished," echoing the last words on the cross. This experience was not merely a vivid dream or hallucination. It was a profound spiritual awakening, a glimpse into the true nature of our being. It illustrates the power of the I Am within us, the Christ consciousness that is our true identity. But how does this internal awakening occur? Goddard offers us a revolutionary perspective. The great Messiah, Christ, is buried within each of us as the creative power and wisdom, which are the divine attributes lowered to this level, buried within. He dreams terrible experiences. But finally, that power begins to stir and, in doing so, accomplishes everything that was predicted in the scriptures about itself. Let us reflect on the depth of this statement. How many times have we looked outside ourselves for salvation, for transformation, for awakening? Goddard invites us to see that the power we seek is already within us, buried beneath layers of conditioning and limited beliefs. But how can we apply this principle in the tumult of our daily lives? Goddard offers us practical guidance. Recognize the Christ within, understand that the divine power, symbolized by Christ, is not external to you but is your very essence. Awaken to your true identity, begin to see yourself not as a limited human being, but as an expression of the divine I Am. Live from the end, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. How would you feel if you were fully awakened to your divine nature? Trust the process. Remember that the awakening is a gradual process. Have faith in the unfolding of your divine nature. Witness the transformation. As you awaken to your true self, observe how your external reality begins to reflect your inner state. Let me share another profound experience that illustrates the power of this internal awakening. In 1959, I experienced what can only be described as a resurrection. I retired to rest, as I had done countless times before. Suddenly, a supernatural wind began to blow within me. It felt as if my head would explode, as if I were experiencing an intense cerebral hemorrhage. But instead of pain, I began to awaken. I realized I was inside my skull, more conscious than ever before, with a clarity of thought I had never experienced. Standing within this empty skull, I felt an intense desire to get out, possessing an innate knowledge, as if it had been inscribed since the beginning of time. I knew, without a doubt, that I had to leave this place. I began to push at the base of my skull, and as if in a symbolic birth, I emerged from my own cranium. This act was not a physical birth, but a spiritual awakening, a resurrection of consciousness. As I emerged, I found myself in an illuminated room. Although physically I was alone, I knew I wasn't. The presence of the divine was palpable, and though I saw no one, I felt the company of a heavenly multitude. This moment marked the beginning of my understanding that resurrection is an internal experience, an elevation of consciousness that we are all destined to experience. This awakening within my skull symbolizes the awakening of Christ within us, the recognition of our true divine identity. The crucifixion and resurrection are internal events that symbolize the process of overcoming limited human consciousness and awakening to unlimited spiritual consciousness. The true resurrection is the awakening of the I Am consciousness within us, the recognition that we are divine manifestations, capable of creating our desired reality. This awakening leads us to the realization that we are not separate from God, but are expressions of divinity, living in a world of manifestation that reflects our internal consciousness. The teaching of Moses, "From within yourself, the Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me," resonates with this truth. We are called to recognize the divinity within us, to awaken to the inner Christ that lies waiting to be discovered. This awakening is a rebirth, a spiritual renaissance that leads us to live from an elevated consciousness, where we recognize our unity with all that exists. This process of awakening is not exclusive to a chosen few, but a path available to all. Each of us has the capacity to experience this internal resurrection, to awaken to the divine power of the I Am that resides within us. In doing so, we transform our reality, living from a place of love, peace, and unity, manifesting divine reality in our daily existence. Thus, the message of resurrection is one of hope, of infinite possibility. It reminds us that beyond our perceived limitations lies an unlimited power waiting to be discovered. As we awaken to this power, we become co-creators of our reality, living in harmony with the divinity that inhabits us. This is the true meaning of resurrection, the awakening to our divine identity and living from this state of elevated consciousness, transforming our reality and that of the world around us. But this awakening is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process of unfolding, of remembering who we truly are. As Goddard explains, when Christ is formed in you, your human body is transformed to be like His glorious body, for when He is formed in us, He is our true self. When we rise from the dead, we must be like Him, for only the Lord rose. As it is revealed to us, God raised the Lord and will also raise us by the resurrection of Jesus Christ within us. This transformation is not just spiritual but also affects our physical reality. As we awaken to our true nature, our perception of the world changes, and consequently, our experience of reality shifts. We begin to see the world not as a place of limitation and struggle, but as a canvas for our divine expression. Now, let's explore two additional subtopics that further illuminate this profound teaching. The first is the quantum nature of consciousness. Recent advancements in quantum physics have revealed fascinating insights into the nature of reality that align remarkably well with Goddard's teachings about the power of consciousness to shape our reality. At the quantum level, particles exist in a state of superposition, meaning they can be in multiple states simultaneously until they are observed. This phenomenon, known as the observer effect, suggests that consciousness plays a crucial role in shaping reality. In essence, our I Am statements, our beliefs and expectations, may be collapsing the wave function of possibilities into specific experiences. This understanding adds a new dimension to Goddard's concept of awakening. When we awaken to our true nature, we may be interacting with the quantum field of possibilities, influencing which reality we experience. This aligns with Goddard's assertion that our consciousness is the creative power of the universe. To apply this quantum perspective to our practice of awakening, embrace uncertainty, recognize that multiple possibilities exist simultaneously. Your chosen state of consciousness is one of these possibilities. Focus on feeling. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles can be connected regardless of distance. Similarly, by feeling the reality of your awakened state, you may be entangling yourself with that possibility. Persist in your awakened state. Just as repeated observations can influence quantum outcomes, persistent awareness of your true nature may increase the likelihood of your desired reality manifesting. Detach from current circumstances. Understanding the fluid nature of reality at the quantum level can help you detach from the apparent solidity of your current situation. The second subtopic we'll explore is the neuroplasticity of awakening. Neuroscience has shown that our brains are remarkably plastic, capable of forming new neural pathways throughout our lives. This neuroplasticity provides a scientific basis for understanding how the practice of awakening to our true nature can literally reshape our minds and, consequently, our experiences. When we practice recognizing our divine nature, we're not just engaging in positive thinking. we're actually creating new neural pathways that can influence our perceptions, decisions, and actions. The more we practice living from our awakened state, the stronger these neural pathways become, making it easier for us to maintain this state of consciousness. This understanding can enhance our practice in several ways. Consistency is key. Regular practice of recognizing your divine nature strengthens the associated neural pathways. Engage multiple senses. The more senses you engage in your practice of awakening, the more areas of the brain you activate, creating a richer neural network associated with your true state. Emotional intensity matters. Strong positive emotions associated with your awakened state can enhance neuroplasticity, making the new pathways more resilient. Be patient. Just as it takes time for new neural pathways to form and strengthen, it may take time for your awakened state to fully manifest in your external reality. Monitor your habitual thoughts. Be aware that your current reality is supported by existing neural pathways. Consciously redirect thoughts that don't align with your true nature. By integrating these scientific perspectives with Goddard's teachings, we can approach the practice of awakening with a deeper understanding of why and how it works. We're not just changing our thoughts, we're reshaping our brains and potentially influencing the quantum fabric of reality itself. Remember, as Goddard teaches, you are the operant power in your world. Your awakened consciousness, informed by these scientific insights, becomes an even more powerful tool for creating the life you desire. Trust in the process, persist in your practice, and watch as your inner world shapes your outer reality in ways that may seem miraculous, but are indeed based on the fundamental nature of consciousness and reality itself. As we conclude this expanded exploration, I invite you to reflect on the profound implications of these insights. How might your life change if you fully embraced the idea that you are the Christ, the divine I Am, awakening within yourself? What reality could you create if you consistently lived from this awakened state? Consider the ripple effect of this practice. As you awaken to your true nature, you're not just transforming your individual reality. You're contributing to the collective consciousness of humanity. Each time you choose to embody your divine nature, you're adding to the quantum field of possibilities for all of us. Imagine a world where more and more people understand and apply these principles. A world where we collectively recognize our divine nature and use it consciously to create positive change. The potential for transformative change is truly limitless. So I encourage you to take this knowledge and put it into practice. Start each day by consciously recognizing your divine nature. Throughout your day, be mindful of your thoughts and feelings, consistently aligning them with your true self. When faced with challenges, remember that you have the power to reframe your experience through the lens of your awakened consciousness. And most importantly, be patient and compassionate with yourself as you embark on this journey. Remember that you're rewiring years of habitual thinking and reshaping the very fabric of your reality. It's a process, and every step you take towards awakening is valuable. In the words of Goddard, the resurrection is the awakening of that which was always there, but which fell asleep. That is the mystery. You are that which was always there, the divine I Am, now awakening to its true nature. Embrace this truth, live from this awakened state, and watch as your life transforms in miraculous ways.